So, let's talk. First of all, today it's Wolong Fallen Dynasty. This is my third stream, but technically only the second day I'm playing it. We beat the first 3 stages. So we'll see how it goes today. As you guys know, it's not that I don't like the game, but I'm being critical of the game. Because I do feel like the game is kind of, how can I say, not feeling polished and smooth. It's feeling very kind of wonky and finicky and not specific enough for a game like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you play Dark Souls or you play Sekiro, and it feels like it's a really highly polished experience. And here I am in Wolong, and I'm on stage 2 or 3, and I'm fighting a bird monster, and I'm repeatedly slipping off the edge of a platform. Not to say that I'm jumping off of it. The enemy's just pushing me off the edge of the platform repeatedly, and then it respawns me in the air, and then I die instantly afterward because the respawn literally spawned me in the air. So what was the point of the respawn? You know, you're trying to parry things. You parry one thing, but you can't target the enemy you want to target afterward. The actual control scheme's clunky because it's literally like, I mean, I'm not even kidding. So here's my controller. If you got 4 face buttons, then you got your shoulder that does something. You got your trigger that does something. Each shoulder or trigger then activates submenus, in which case each of these buttons becomes something completely different. So on one hand, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You got 14 different commands within 2 fingers. 14 different commands. Do you think that's enough? Do you think perhaps that's a little complicated? No FromSoft game has that much shit. Okay? It just seems like it's convoluted the way that they've done this game. They've tried to throw everything, including the kitchen sink, into it, and it doesn't necessarily, at the end of the day, feel like a polished, refined package. It just feels like, here's a big bag of shit, and you deal with it. And I don't like that. Now, I'm only 4.5 hours in. Perhaps today, my opinion will get better or worse. I don't know. We're going to find out. Here's the thing. We're trying to determine if this is going to be a playthrough that will make sense long term, right? This is a Game Pass game. I didn't buy it. There's no commitment that I have to keep playing it till the end. For what I'm to understand, it's a 30 to 40 hour game. This is no short game where, oh, it's no big deal, I'll beat it in a week and a half. This is a game that's a big commitment if I decide to play the entirety of the game. Okay? Today, we're absolutely playing it for the entire stream. And I'm going to do one more stream of it this coming Tuesday, guaranteed. So between today's 3 hours and Tuesday's 3 hours, we'll have played over 10 hours. You're talking roughly a third of the game. If a third into the game, I can't determine, if I want to keep playing it or not, that's not a good sign. You know what I mean? Like, at least with a game like Sekiro or Dark Souls, by then I'm kind of hooked. I'm like, all right, I want to keep going. I want to see what's next, what's coming. I'm getting excited for it. The audience is liking it. The audience is showing up. They're engaged for it. They want to see it. That's what I'm down for. Here's what I saw, and I'm being honest here. On release day of Wolong, the first stream, high attendance, high engagement, everyone excited. The second stream, half of that already dipped. Seriously, like by the night stream on Friday, we went from over 400 viewers down to like barely 300. That's not a good sign. We'll see what happens today, how many people will stick around to actually watch me play Wolong or whatever. The more the better, and obviously the bigger engagement, the better. People are really liking the game, talking about it, engaging, talking with me. That's different than, okay, I go to play the game, and immediately attendance dips, and no one's talking with me, and everyone's ignoring the game and disconnected. That's a big warning flag. That's exactly what happened with Atomic Heart, where once I got to a major stream of the game, people just didn't care about it anymore. They were completely not talking. They were just dead to it. So there you go. We'll see what happens today. And again, like I said, I am committing. I'll do one more stream of it for sure on Tuesday. Between today and Tuesday, we'll make that determination. If it goes well, I'll keep playing it. If it doesn't, we've got options. We do. We have 2 options, essentially, that I can see. Option number 1 would be Metroid Prime. Now, as I told you guys, right now, financially, things are not good. So if things get better over the next few days, and then we determine on Tuesday, this isn't going well, then maybe we could start Metroid Prime next week, as early as Thursday or Friday, okay? If I can afford it. But the other option, which someone proposed to me yesterday, which I was okay with, instead of playing this Dark Souls knockoff, okay, maybe it's a Sekiro knockoff, why not just play the real deal? Why not do my second run of Elden Ring finally? Do the New Game Plus run. Start off, with this, try to maybe respec to a magic build when I get to the point where you can respec, and get back into the game. I haven't played it in a very long time. It's been a year, right, since I played it. And having you guys as my guides. So the first run, listen, the first run is the honest run. The first run, yes, I ran into the wall a lot, meaning I didn't really understand stuff. I was failing miserably. Then I kind of found my way. The second run, I definitely want it to be that you guys help me with it. Because now, with a year of the game being out, all the nuances are known. You know what I'm saying? Everything is known. So I know you guys can help me to get like a good build going, maybe a magic build or something completely different from what I did the first time. I don't want to just do jump R2 the entire playthrough like I did the first time, which was so overpowered. You see what I'm saying? So, maybe that's what we do. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe we do the New Game Plus run of Elden Ring. I'm okay with either option. Metroid Prime, I feel, would be definitely a little bit more interesting, only because I only played Metroid Prime once. It was many, many years ago. It was on the Wii. It didn't look good on the Wii. I get the feeling playing it now with a modernized control scheme, I'd probably like it a lot better. I liked Metroid Prime back then. I remember there were a lot of frustrating parts where I hated the Wii controls. Now playing it without Wii controls with an actual dedicated pad that will control like a normal game, I bet I'm going to like it a lot more. I'm just saying. I bet I would like it a lot more today. Plus, with an interactive audience. That's the other big thing. A lot of these playthroughs I did back in the day, it was me flubbing around, not knowing what I was doing, going in circles, getting lost, backtracking. In this case, with an interactive audience, these playthroughs become immensely better. They really do. So I think Metroid Prime would probably work really well, but I think Elden Ring would probably work really well. I don't know. You guys think about it, because we're going to play Wolong today and Tuesday. We'll determine, do you want more Wolong, or do we move over to something different? And I'm totally okay with any of that. That all sounds good to me, okay? So there you go. Now, as I already stated, I'm not here tonight. There's no late stream tonight because I got to work on my tax stuff for the business. Tomorrow, full